Hello, my name is Greg Herbruck. I am the CEO of Herbruck's Poultry Ranch in Saranac, Michigan. Our company is a fourth-generation egg production, processing, and distribution company that started in Michigan but does national distribution now. In many ways, I think we went from a survivor in the 70s and 80s to a leader nowadays, where our company is very much setting the standards for a lot of our peers in multiple areas of the value chain. And that would be from instance marketing, long-term commitments and contracts, the way we deal with the animal waste in the livestock business, and many other things about how we treat employees and how we go about caring for our animals. Well, I think the biggest thing is we provide a safe, fresh, nutritionally sustainable food, which is the egg, which is one of the best protein sources, to a larger and larger audience and customer base. I love the opportunity to improve on what we did yesterday. So I come in the morning and that, how do we do it better than we did it yesterday? What are some new ways to improve the process, the health of the bird, the end product, the building design, all the flows, everything is a challenge instead of, well, that's good, it was good enough for yesterday, let's do it again today. That's not in my vocabulary at all. I always have, that's where I get my energy, is to go and try to find a new way to do it. There were several things. One of them was I'm in a family business, and after college I graduated, came back. I just loved working with my family. And my father and my grandfather had set up giving us opportunity. And then as I focused, my background was I was going to be a veterinarian, and as I learned business, I loved that part of it. So I took that nutrition and health portion and applied it to my oversight of all our laying hens. And when you see a challenge of improving something in health or the nutrition, and then see the results and the hens perform and tell you back by being healthier or better egg production, that was like, wow, that is, I enjoy that, and it's just, you just do more of it nowadays. You know, as I took over as CEO, that was one of the things I want to do, is build our team. And that is to build it. Some people think we're a top-heavy team with too much leadership, but that gives us the focus to attention to detail. We have a culture of serve the bird, so it takes more people to serve the bird. And then we've got a next gen come along of family members, and also key leaders that will adopted to our family that will be running the company in the future. So as CEO, my role is to engage them, develop their strengths, engage them in all aspects, so that team can replace the existing team for the future and continuity of the company. And the hope is that the fifth generation of Herbrucks has an opportunity, and if they choose to go that route. I think that this idea of constant change and of looking for a way of solving big problems. I graduated in 1979 from Michigan State with a poultry science degree, and I'm thinking I'm going to come over and take over the business. Well, my dad said the only way this company can grow is if we solve our animal waste problem, the manure problem. So instead of taking over the company, I got assigned the task to find a way that we could take and make a product out of a nuisance. And it took a while. I tell the story. I can tell you 150 things of what not to do with manure. It's not a brick. It's not a fuel. You can't compress it and make things out of it. We developed a system that's integrated into the hen living system, where the manure is quickly dried, so it doesn't have odors, and then it doesn't have flies, so all the nuisance factors we try to eliminate, and then we go a step further and make a pellet out of that product and sell it into multiple marketplace. One of our customers told us we're in every garden center in the United States right now as an ingredient in their products. So that's the Scott's company, and they use our product as a base in a lot of their potting soils and garden soils, and so that's what they've said. We're in every garden center in the United States that has Scott's in it. So that's been, one of the ideas on our business is we don't want to go compete with Scott's. We want to be a great partner to Scott's. We have the same with eggs. We don't want to compete with McDonald's or Cargill. We want to partner with them, and that's been our best formula for success, is to be a great team member, know where our expertise are, and focus on that. There's a lot of great ones that I've received tips on. And I think, you can look at, we've had success, but my dad's was, you need to wake up a little scared every morning. In other words, you don't rest on your laurels. You constantly look for the next challenge. And that's what I really enjoy. I am an idea guy like my father. A couple of my brothers are the implementation guys, and so I have to do both. But it's kind of like sometimes they got to slow me down on the ideas, and we got to finish the first 3 before we move on to the next 10. We always take and look at the opportunity. If the opportunity pulls us towards growing, that's what we want to do. We led the way in our industry to the cage-free conversion. Our company committed back in the 90s as we heard about it, and that as it became more common and more part of the marketplace, customers wanted a bigger and bigger demand. So we converted our company over to completely cage-free. We have 12 million hens now that are all completely cage-free. It's largest in the U.S. And 100% cage-free.